Hello friend, welcome to Educational Warrior. Today I shall discuss about argument or amplitude of a complex number. Here we consider a quadrant which is x and x dash, and this is y and y dash. We take a point x and y at the first quadrant. Here x and y a coordinate on the first quadrant, which is considered as P. Here you can consider it that this is the x, and this is the y. This is the hypotenuse, which is considered as R. Let the point P makes an angle alpha, which is equals to theta. Here theta is called the argument. We consider that theta is an argument. Then if z equals to x plus iy, if z equals to x plus iy is an complex number, and P is any point taken in the first quadrant, then we consider that let the argument of z is theta. Let the argument of z is theta, and alpha is an acute angle. Then tan alpha equals to obviously height by base, that means y by x, and which is you can take its modulus of y by x. Here the alpha equals to theta. Here alpha equals to theta. Here if alpha equals to theta, therefore we can consider that theta equals to tan inverse y by x. How it comes? Here if alpha equals to theta, then we consider that tan theta equals to y by x. If tan theta equals to 1 by y by x, then theta equals to tan inverse mod of y by x. Here the range of the theta is 0 less than theta less than pi by 2. That means 0 to pi by 2, the range of the theta in the first quadrant, and theta equals to tan inverse mod of y by x. Tan inverse mod of y by x. Okay. Now consider the theta as a first quadrant. This was the first case. Now the second case is there when we consider the point in the second quadrant. That means here is the axis x and x dash, here y and y dash. If we take the point P in the second quadrant, P, here the coordinate will be, we consider x and y. Actually one thing that we have to say here x greater than 0 and y greater than 0, but here when we put the point x and y, here x less than 0 and y greater than 0, here x less than 0 and y greater than 0. Similarly, you can take that this is y and this is x, and you take the resultant here, which is considered as R. Now if this is the angle alpha, then this is the angle which is measured as pi minus alpha, and which is equals to theta, because it is the argument or amplitude which is always taken from the first quadrant, that means positive x-axis. Now if x less than 0 and y greater than 0 and p is any point on the second quadrant, then in that case tan alpha equals to mod of y by x as usual, and here theta equals to pi minus alpha. Here x less than 0 and y greater than 0. Therefore, if z equals to x plus iy and its argument pi minus alpha, equals to theta, its argument. Therefore alpha equals to tan inverse mod of y by x. Therefore its argument equals to, theta equals to, that means its argument equals to pi minus tan inverse y by x. Then this will be its argument in the second quadrant. Similarly, when you take it in the third quadrant, that means in the third part, when you take in the third quadrant, that means its diagram will be here y dash, x dash. We take the point in the third quadrant, that means here p, x and y, third quadrant. In the third quadrant, here we can see that x is also less than 0, y is also less than 0, and so it is y and this is x and this is r, and which is considered as alpha. Here it is alpha. If it is alpha, then we consider always the argument from the first x-axis, positive x-axis, and which is taken as theta, and theta equals to minus of pi minus alpha. It will be minus because it is the negative axis, negative y-axis. Now z equals to x plus iy, where x less than 0 and y less than 0. Therefore theta is the argument, and alpha is positive acute angle. Therefore tan alpha equals to mod of y by x. If tan alpha equals to mod of y by x, then theta equals to here minus of pi minus alpha. That means we consider that alpha minus pi. Therefore equals to alpha, the value of alpha is tan inverse y by x. Value of alpha equals to tan inverse y by x. That means we consider minus pi plus tan inverse mod of y by x. This is the value of theta. Theta equals to minus pi plus tan inverse y by x, and the here range of the theta is always minus pi less than theta less than minus pi by 2. Here range of the theta, pi by 2 less than theta less than pi, pi by 2 less than theta less than pi, pi by 2 pi, pi by 2 2 pi. Okay. And here the range of the theta is from minus pi and minus pi by 2, minus pi to minus pi by 2. This is the range. Okay. And in the third quadrant, in the fourth quadrant. In the fourth quadrant, if we take it in the fourth quadrant, and this will be this is the axis x dash y and y dash, and this is the fourth quadrant. If we take the point P on the fourth quadrant, here x and y, we can consider that x is greater than 0 and y is less than 0. Okay. So this is the y and this is the x. I will take the angle theta or alpha. This is the theta equals to alpha, and this is the negative axis, negative y-axis, so it will be minus alpha. Okay. Now if z equals to x plus iy, where x greater than 0 and y less than 0, if it is, and if theta is argument, theta is the argument, and alpha is positive acute angle, positive acute angle, then tan alpha equals to mod of y by x. Tan alpha equals to mod of y by x. Here theta equals to minus alpha, and x greater than 0 and y less than 0. Therefore theta equals to minus of tan inverse mod of y by x. How? If tan theta equals to mod of y by x, then alpha equals to tan inverse mod of y by x. Then theta equals to minus of tan inverse y by mod of y by x. And the range of the angle minus pi by 2 less than theta less than 0. It is the range of the angle theta. And theta is the minus of tan inverse y by x. This is the argument. Okay. Next time we shall discuss about the some problems in the basis of the argument. Okay. Thank you.